This is one-on-one session with the Forum IAS founder and director Ayush Sinha. In this session, students are asked questions to test their preparedness for the personality test. One-on-one sessions are not mock panel sessions.
Come in, sir.
Please come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Manoj. Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Manoj, when is the date of your interview?
Sir, 10th of May.
So, Manoj, can we begin with a couple of questions?
Yes, sir.
Can you briefly introduce yourself to me?
My name is Manoj Kumar Yadav. I belong to a small village, Pali from Ayodhya district of Uttar Pradesh. And I have done my schooling from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Faizabad. And after completing my schooling, I done my graduation in physics honors from Motilal Nehru College, University of Delhi. And after completing my graduation in 2015, I started preparing for UPSC exam. But since I was not eligible to give exam for 2 years due to my age, so in 2017 I started giving the exam, and I could clear the prelims in all my previous attempts. I have also appeared for interview in 2019, but could not make it to the finalist. And this is my 5th attempt. And my hobbies are writing my thoughts in a diary and watching issue-based movies.
So, you have watched some issue-based movies.
Yes, sir.
Can you name the movies and what issues they are based on?
Sir, there are various issues. For example, on caste issue, I have watched movies like Article 15, and Jai Bhim is also about caste issue in a way. On tribal issue, I have watched movies on Buddha in a traffic jam, Newton, and Chakravyuh. And regarding LGBT community issue, I have watched a movie Aligarh, My Brother Nikhil, and other issue is mental illness, which is the stereotype in society. On this, I have watched movie Kartik Calling Kartik, Dear Zindagi, and other issues are like women issues. For example, the issues which women are facing nowadays. For example, the issue of consent and harassment of women on sexual and the workplace. For example, the movie
You
Pink.
watched movies on tribal issues.
Yes, sir.
So, just imagine being a tribal in central India.
Yes, sir.
Who are the people with whom tribals have problem? Like, who are the people who are troubling the tribals? Or think from their perspective. Okay.
Sir, they are basically the business corporate class. They are setting up their businesses, so they are being displaced from their local resources and from their lands. So the main issue for this is their displacement and alienation of alienation of them from their local resources.
No, so business class is setting up their industries or mining, whatever they are doing, right?
Yes.
They are displacing.
Yes, sir.
In the end, who goes and you will say that Ruyas or any other big names.
Yes, sir.
Now that person is not going to the.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Tribal is troubled by whom? Which person?
In terms of person, they are also averse in the governance structure. There means there are governance deficit. So they are harassed from both sides. One side they are being harassed from.
Which agent of the government generally they interact with?
So they interact the local means local official. For example, the ground level like security forces, thanas, police, and patwaris. Yes, so these land revenue officials. And forestry officials also.
There will be a forest guard.
Yes, forest guard.
So you are aware that forests are national property?
Yes, sir.
They are nationalized?
Yes, sir.
What steps has so once they are nationalized, they are no longer the property of traditional forest dwellers.
Yes, sir.
Then how, if it is not the private property of the forest dweller, then where will they live? What provisions has the government made for their housing, given that they have been living there, but now that land has been made a national property?
So there are provisions in Forest Rights Act which gives rights to land to traditional dwellers in the forest, and according to this right, they can claim ownership right of the lands which they are using since generations. and there is also provision for community rights of land. So the main provision for giving land rights is Forest Rights Act.
You have done physics honors.
Yes, sir.
What is a semiconductor?
So semiconductor are elements which are between conductors and non-conductors. Actually, they became conductor on certain temperature, because the electrons on their valence cells gain energy from outer source, and they start becoming means they start mobile, and that the current start flowing from them.
There are two primary ways how we harness solar energy to make electrical energy.
Yes.
Can you tell me what are the two ways?
So one is a photovoltaic cell. The photovoltaic cell, they absorb sunlight and convert it to electrical energy. The other one is using sunlight to generate steams, which will turn the turbine, and that will create electrical energy.
What is the principle behind photovoltaic cells?
So the main principle is the photoelectric effect. When light,
Who gave this theory?
Sir Albert Einstein gave this theory.
Any other theory that Albert Einstein gave, for
Yes,
which
sir.
is popular?
Yes, sir. The general theory of relativity and special theory of relativity.
Can you explain to me the theory of relativity in very simple layman terms? I am not from science background.
Okay, sir.
Can you make an attempt?
Sir, the general theory of relativity, he wanted to explain the phenomena of movement of any object, and according to the frame of reference. For example, a body is at rest or moving is different. Means different person can see from different respects. Someone sees that it is moving, and someone can see that it is stationary. So, according to the general theory of relativity, if an observer observe object, so it will depends on his or her frame of reference. So it is basically to understand the motion of objects and their relative.
What did he win the Nobel Prize for?
So he won for the photoelectric effect.
You are from Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
What is your opinion on renaming these cities?
If it is done for any purpose, for example, if it done for any larger purpose, if the people of the area demands, it is their aspiration to change the name, then in a democratic country we have to respect the will of the people. So if it has certain cultural significance, and if it fulfill any larger purpose, that can be done. But just for symbolic purpose, it should not be done.
All right. So, with respect to the change of name to Ayodhya,
Yes, sir.
do you think it was a good decision?
Yes, sir, I think it was a good decision.
Prayagraj,
So Prayagraj is also a good decision.
Mughal Sarai has also been renamed.
Yes, sir.
What is the new name?
Deen Dayal Upadhyay railway station. The name of the railway station has been changed.
A good decision according to you.
Yes, sir. It is a good decision.
What is the bulldozer policy that is taking place in UP? What is your opinion on it?
The issue behind bulldozing is whether it is illegally happening or illegally happening. If it is legally happening for the demolition of properties, especially those illegal properties who are encroaching on public lands, and if they are served notices beforehand, then that can be a legal process. But without issuing notices and without following the due process of law, if it is happening, then it is not illegal.
So, can you tell me what is happening right now? Is it legal or is it not legal? What is currently being reported in the media about UP?
There are various instances happening. Some are the legal. According to authority, they have issued the notices before. So those are the legal. But some instances where there has been not proper following of due process of law. For example, Supreme Court of India also prohibited the demolition drive in Jahangirpuri. So I think in some instances there has been some diversion.
What can be the checks and balances to ensure that there is no misuse?
The first check should be that the bureaucratic leadership, they should follow the constitutional mandate and rule of law. They have to ensure that the process of law is followed. Second is the judicial control, judiciary, especially the local judiciary. It should also take monitor the situations and accordingly issue the orders. And third should be the control by political executive also. They should take care of it that not illegal or any excessive force is used for demolition. And fourth can be the use, the media can also be part in ensuring the accountability of the government in this respect.
Manoj, why do you want to join civil services?
So the first is that since it gives the best opportunity in government services to serve at the highest level in the government. Second is it has the I will be having opportunity to make difference in the society, to serve the citizens of the society. And third, it is also gives me diverse ways, diverse areas of opportunity to work with the people and for the people.
All right, Manoj, your interview is over.
Yes, sir.